strudel.
We are after a 10-minute walk from the boat, walking across the bridge into the village of Milk.
This is a village of Milk that had a wonderful abbey.
Nice side river from the Danube. And this is Milk. Great little village.
Never a piece of paper down anywhere. 900-year-old abbey built on top of the cliffs. Has a wonderful library and a wonderful cathedral. We did not visit. Bells everywhere in beautiful Europe, just maybe because of the number of cathedrals, but the bells are wonderful. Can't miss breakfast anytime, so she was hungry. Walked into this incredible meat store full of fabulous sausages. We didn't find a sausage last time we were in Germany. This time we had hazelnut sausage. We just passed the beautiful Leberkanoodles, liver meatballs. She ordered last time we were there. She was getting noodles. Needless to say, I ended up eating them. She had my schnitzel. People were wonderful. Gracious. I wish I could have tried. There's a Leberkanoodles. Aren't they pretty? Liver meatballs as big as a softball. Wonderful outdoor markets everywhere. This town was no exception. Friends we met from Ireland.
Of course, you guys are used to this. This is not a...
Yeah, not like this, very dry. We'd have to go to England to the Lake District.
Really?
Some of the
Wonderful swans everywhere, fabulous, beautiful, and graceful. Walking back to the boat, the forests were beautiful there, not quite leafed out yet, but incredible, full of birds.
These locks are just beyond Milk. What an engineering marvel this river is. This one looks like it's going to raise us about 30 feet. The lock on the left is closed. Apparently receiving ships from the other side. And this one is open waiting for us. Obviously the size of these boats is limited to the size of the locks. Notice that they're canted, so pressure of the water from upstreams forces them closed even tighter. Sea sheet class is pretty close. She went a foot away from the wall on the starboard side. I said a foot, more like 9 inches. And there go the doors closing. There's the abbey in the background. And she's full up. I don't know how they overflow these rivers, but there must be a big overflow somewhere. And this one, I guess it drops away, and down the gate goes. And we're lake level again.
The Danube flows through Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Moldova, and the Ukraine before dumping into the Black Sea. It flows through 4 capitals of countries, more than any other river in the world. River drains.
Another lock.
The river drains an area equal to twice the size of California. all the way up into Italy and some of Switzerland. I don't know how many locks we pass through at night, but we pass through a dozen during the day. There must be 20 locks on that river from Budapest west.
For the first time, we've moored or docked in the lock next to another boat, barge. As we get into Germany, you can see we get some real evergreen forest finally. And they are beautiful, with of course their timbering like everywhere. But at least they're not denuding the mountains.
Next stop is Passau, 14th century town hall, 17th century cathedral. Some of these buildings are amazing, built on top of these cliffs. This is Passau. 3 rivers came together. It was a trading town as a result of that. We went up one of the side rivers in order to moor the boat, and then had to back out to get back into Danube. Beautiful, beautiful town. That's one of the smaller rivers offshooting there. Salt was a huge part of the trade there. They've got a huge salt house.
The wonder of bow thrusters.
They can move those boats around in amazing ways. They had some really powerful bow thrusters to move from side to side.
Yes, and it was one of those. But I wanted to know that I was taking their life.
Down goes the gangplank in Passau.
Crew was amazingly efficient, always on time. Germans are prompt. And Apple scores again. Loadless village in Germany.
Even in Passau, Chile.
We were told that the state actually supplements the cost of maintaining some of the historical buildings there. One of the reasons it's so beautifully done. Every place you go, there's scaffolding.
St. Stephen's, Passau.
They're working on buildings. This was an incredibly beautiful chapel. How pretty can it get? I don't know how long it took them to paint these laying on their back on the scaffoldings and these high ceilings. And the reds, we were told, a good number of the reds were done with blood. Largest pipe organ in Europe.
What organ is... There is a fresco, a painting that has a hole with a goat.
You can spend a week in one of these cathedrals and probably not enjoy every detail. And lots of buildings there had absolutely magnificent entries all over Europe. They worked their architecture pretty hard. A lot of buildings were identified by different sculptures they had on the outside as opposed to having addresses. This young man was working his way through college, which they had a university there. These are the flood levels.
Give you an idea of the current. Regensburg.
Another great old town, medieval city, gates and walls around it. It's Germany's oldest bridge, called the Old Stone Bridge. That was Jonah being eaten by the whale. And the cathedral. That's the Old Stone Bridge. Used to charge you to get across it, coming to town.
The city was surrounded by walls and entries. There were 8 entry gates all around the city, and of course the main entrance was the bridge. Now every time you would enter the city, you would pay.
The salt storage in Rosenberg.
So the city of Regensburg, it didn't grow too much from that time to here. And so we had this problem with the 30-year war, with the Napoleon, and the plague, and the important people leaving the city, and then we are jumping to this time here. You see, between here and that, nothing went on too much into the city of Regensburg or the area. The only thing is that
This is a spice store. Lots of great spices. Seeds and nuts and what have you. David and Goliath.
come on. Okay. Go left, let's just a pedestrian way. Oh well. So now look at this tower. Each window is different, and
That this fountain is interesting.
now Don Juan got legitimized later.
The Parliament building. Original windows from 1700.
And the cathedral. A little shopping while we were there. We'd like to go back to the boat by ourselves. Had this great lunch. Cat's favorite lunch, I think. I think I made a sauerkraut pan out of her. Germany made a sauerkraut pan out of her. Of course, you got to have it all with a great beer.